All right. I'm going to give my resident D4 roller time to roll a D4.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm here. I'm ready.
I think I'm more mad at Blizzard than I am Diablo.
Almost
As long as we're mad at someone, right?
4.
4. That would be
Big number.
Great and powerful Craig. Would you like to do the recap of last session?
No.
I'm sorry. I rated that. Can you do the recap of No, sorry. You're going to do the recap of last session.
It's going to be great.
Of course, naturally. Are we prepared? It's going to be great because I remember explicitly telling you last night my notes are dog shit.
It's going to be great. It's awesome. Just go for it.
You did tell me that, but it doesn't matter. Go for it.
So we begin the session right where we left off last session. Or I guess it would be the session before last at this point. It doesn't matter. Still at the windmill. Still having problems. Crag gets up to go bury the bodies, as one does. Well, everybody else does useful things like keeping a hold of our hostages, tying them up, etc., and investigating the windmill, which Compton and oh no, Reyna do. It's great. I'm doing great. I'm very tired.
I like that you used the word hostages. Let's continue.
They are hostages. They were hostages. They aren't anymore. So after some prodding, very rude prodding from Stoat to Megan, our innocent individual, a horse was retrieved. The windmill, there was nothing in it, if I recall correctly, nothing out of the ordinary, but we did find, by we I mean Compton, that there was a mysterious hut in the middle of the field that we proceeded to go and investigate after all the bodies had been buried, including the fourth one that had been killed up on the railing so stealthily that nobody had noticed except for those who had killed him. Before that, the innocent individual was released. We just let her go because there's no reason to keep her around. So Megan was freed from her terrible and unjust bondage, and we continued forth to investigate the shed. Because he is so good at doors, immediately upon opening the door to the shed, Compton was shot and killed.
Look, I didn't die.
Okay. Winded is a very good word, I would think.
Yes, fair.
He had a new hole added to him and reacted appropriately.
I've got a lot of holes now.
That wind went through. He was winded.
Yeah.
While everybody was tending to the very injured Compton, Crag took to investigating the shed, in which he found 40 arrows, 70 gold, and a bunch of dried fruit. For some reason, that is the only thing I have noted down in any significant detail.
2 sets of armor as well. Leather.
Well, yeah. 2 then became 1 because MJ put on a set of armor. Very good. After investigating the shed thoroughly, we found a trapdoor leading into a tunnel that we thankfully did not investigate because we later found that bad shit happened. After that, we made our way to town. Over the course of the trip, our justly captured hostage, I guess, escaped and was immediately thwarted because we don't fuck around, apparently. He was named, seized the day, spelled the correct way, and we carried him into town, stashing him in the wagon before we got back into town. Upon arriving in town, we heard the toll of bells, and proceeded to follow that after being told that it signified a town meeting. I believe the meeting crew was Crag, Reyna, MJ, while Stoat and Compton stowed the wagon and the hostage. At the meeting, it was announced that this terrible corruption had been rooted out. We didn't get their names, did we? 2 unnamed individuals were being paraded as the source of that. while it was also mentioned that the chief, whose name I miraculously didn't write down, that's a fucking astounding. It was announced that the chief had unfortunately taken his own life in lieu of being captured. That was a lie. Carlar and Charles, the proprietor of the Sultry Apple, were very relieved with this news. And then the meeting broke, and we all reconvened at the Sultry Apple, where I completely forgot to mention we had a date with Thamar. So after some settling, we were ushered into the back room where we found Bart. That motherfucker. We shooed him away and were made to meet with a small bird that was the voice of Thamar, I guess. Long story short, he's a bastard man. He wanted our book, and we did not want him to have the book, so Compton murdered the bird. And it was after that when we broke and started to go back our individual ways, Crag and MJ going to the blacksmith, and I believe everybody else going back to the Spotted Scroll, we ended.
If I could be wrong, but Craig, you were going to the blacksmith, not the Spotted Scroll, correct?
Yeah, Crag and MJ, I believe, were heading to the blacksmith.
Okay. So what we will do then... Very good. Lovely. Fantastic.
Terrible. Too long-winded. I had shit notes, and I still managed to talk too much. It's great.
It's good.
Perfect retelling. Loved it.
I'm still, I don't like the term hostage. I feel like that's... They're captives. They're captives.
Prisoner felt too of it, like...
Captive.
Official, right? Like...
A hostage would mean like they're innocent entirely, right?
Well, you know what?
One of them was...
I would say that you know, captive was definitely seize the day spelled normally, but I think that Megan was more of under our conservatorship.
That's a really generous way of putting it.
Here's the deal. Megan clearly was a person of interest until we sussed out the fact that she wasn't, and she wasn't tied up when we let her go. She was already loose.
No, she was tied up.
No,
that mitigates the fact that we tied her up. We tied her up
initially. We untied her. That's how she went and got the horse. That's how she was hanging out. She wasn't tied up again after that.
No, but before she was.
What do cops do when they show up? They Splendor, you played Ready or Not.
We can't go comparing ourselves to cops.
We could. It's not a good look. It's the optics thing.
We're deputized.
Yeah, we're deputies. Although now I really don't like it.
All right. So, as you both split off, Craig and MJ heading towards the blacksmith, and Stout, Raina, and Compton heading back towards the Spotted Scroll. We'll start with a group of 3 as you all head back to the Spotted Scroll. Once again, the sun is starting to get a little bit lower. The far off mountains to the north, the sun's starting to set, kind of peeking behind them. The sky turning the orangish grays as it does at nighttime. As the streets start to quiet down a bit. As the hubbub and the not the excitement, but the, well, what would be the word? Not excitement. The surprise of the happenings of the day have set the town in a little bit more of a fervor than usual. But people have started to settle down, go along their ways, and you 3 find yourselves pressing back to the Spotted Scroll near the landing. What are y'all doing?
Compton's super tired. He's exhausted. So he's probably trudging. It is a trudge. It is the weary walk of a man. Look, he's head down, just following probably Raina and Stoat at this point.
Just like Charlie Brown sad walking. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just like, I just want to read these books. Look, we got a book. We got these letters. I just want to go home. I don't even want to go inside because Ophelia, she going to want to talk. I don't want to talk to her right now. Well, maybe she won't. But maybe Luna Dream. I just want to read this stuff.
I'm sorry. I just listened to the session. Does Stoughton Compton understand about what was said at the town meeting?
I don't think all of it. I don't think we've been informed all of the pieces.
And on our way back, like, where are the townsfolk right now? Have they already disbanded and?
So yeah. You guys got to the meeting about 10 after 5. It's about 7 o'clock now. So the general mass has dissipated, but around this time when you've been here in the past, before it was raining and everything like that, but the streets still are quite busy at the moment than usual. You can see a lot of people seem to be like talking and everything like that amongst the streets. It's still a little bit more riled up than it normally is.
Compton's oblivious to that. Dead to the outside world aside from these two folks in front of him. So he's just going to follow them blindly back to the spotted scroll.
Are we supposed to still meet with Orsic?
I don't think we had a meeting. I'm sure he has a lot going on and he might not even be thinking about talking to us.
What was the question, Stout?
If we should be seeing Orsic.
Do we have to? Look, maybe. I don't know. We probably should tell him what happened at the windmill at some point. Right? What was the bell? Do we know what the bell was? Rainen, what was the bell?
You mean the one that was when we were coming into town?
Yeah.
That was calling the town meeting. Orsic was gathering everybody up to tell them.
Oh yeah, no, I remember. You know what? I'm tired. We talked about that when we first walked in.
Yep.
Mayor, chief man's dead. I remember. I said that didn't feel right. Okay. Yeah, no, fuck it. You know, we got to talk to Orsic. Can we do that tomorrow, though? Is that okay? Can we do that tomorrow?
Yeah, I feel like if you didn't remember about the bell situation, you should probably go to sleep too.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's an accurate thing. I'm fucking exhausted. Or hell, y'all not exhausted? Today has been a day. We broke into a place. We woke up way late. That was weird, right? And then I talked to a man about horseshoes for a period of time. Oh, man.
Yeah, Jesus, that was this morning, huh?
Yeah, it's been a really long day. Okay. How close are we to the end now? I mean, like we've been.
No, you're right in front of the inn at the moment.
Okay, I'm just gonna point. Look, the stable's right here. That's where a cart is. I'm gonna hang out here and just with the cart. Y'all are welcome to hang out too. I don't care, but I'm gonna go. And Compton just starts walking towards the carts. Oh, Stoke, do you got that book in your bag? Can I get that book, please?
I'm gonna come with you. Actually,
okay.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Here you go. I'll go inside.
Thank you. I take it. I just hold it. And I walked to the thing, and he's just out of it.
Raina's gonna follow. Be like, are you going to sleep in the cart?
I mean, eventually, right? There's so much to read. We got notes. We got a journal. I got this here book.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll come to the cart too. Oh. Listen, I don't really got to sleep, but I was thinking I could just if you needed to sleep, I could hang out by the cart and at least someone will be there to keep an eye on it, right?
You want
Stoat?
to hang out at the cart while I'm sleeping? I mean, that's fine. That sounds great, actually. You can do, yeah. That's sure.
Well, just someone should be, conscious to keep an eye on where we haven't unloaded the stuff or looked at it even.
Oh, yeah, to watch the cart. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, whatever you want to do, then I guess. Creaks open the big ass door to go into where the carts are.
Yeah. As you go in there, as you start to open the door up, you get greeted by the helper, the hand Thomas. Like, oh hi, sorry. Have you? I haven't seen you for a while. I'm sorry I wasn't here in the morning. I was dealing with some things, but I do want to know. Carlar told me to tell you all that your horses have been reshoed. We've matted them all down, taken care of everything, redone the leathers. The wheels have been reinforced. I don't know when you all are going to be, how long you're all staying. Play this as one, but you're all set up, good to go. Your horses are nice and refreshed.
Thomas, thank you so much. Okay? Hey, so we brought another cart while you was out. Did you notice it?
Oh, I saw the new cart on there. I was wondering about it. I was about to take a look, and then the town sheriff Orsic stopped by, and there was a man in there. Actually,
wait, was you said the word was, Thomas? Can you explain that to me, please?
Yeah. So I heard some mumbling and rumbling under that covered wagon, and I was looking, and there was a man tied up in there, and I got a little worried. But when I went to come out, Orsic was there, and he came and he told me it was all taken care of, and he was going to take the man. The man was a bad man, and he was going to take care of it.
You know what, Thomas? 100% true. Man was a bad man. We've been deputized. I don't know. We're keeping that on a hush, though. Don't tell nobody. But Deputy Compton, just remember it in your brain. Sounds good. So Orsic took the man?
Yeah, he took the man. Yeah, okay. He was all tied up.
Okay, so he left tied up, though.
Yeah, he actually dragged him out of you.
That's fantastic. Okay, look, Thomas, here's the thing. I'm going to dig in my pocket. I'm going to take the 2 gold pieces I took off of the bandit. I'm just giving them to Thomas. Just go home. Okay? Yeah, I know. Don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Shush.
No, man. No. You know what? Yeah, is it you want me to go home so you can have your privacy in the barn, or is it just you think I deserve the day off? Because for this, I'll do whatever you need for your horses, and I can do special treatment for them. I was informed this one was seize the day.
Yeah. They seize the day. Seize the day. Better luck next time. I don't think we got to the other. Look, no. Here's the thing. Just go. You don't even have to go home. You just can't be here. Right? That's 2 gold pieces, Thomas. Just go. The Sultry Apple's having drinks. Apparently, they have a good time right now. Your chief died, I hear.
Oh, yeah. That's, all right. No, just don't tell. If Luna Dream asks, just say,
If Luna Dream asks, I'm going to tell her I told you to fuck off. And you are doing a good job listening to the customer. It's all good. I'll eat the blame. It's okay.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And he kind of looks at the gold pieces, looks at all of you. He's like, all right.
Bye, Thomas.
That kid's getting shit, babe.
Hell yeah. Thomas, have a good time. It's 2 gold. Have a night.
Why did you send him away?
Why'd I send him away?
Who's gonna make sure the horses don't get out?
The door that closes, I hope. That'll keep the horses in, right? Wait, do horses open doors? I don't know much about animals.
Well, shit, I don't know. You don't know either? Okay, well, I think that we should... I'm going into the cart.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Stoat's our resident, and Compton's climbing into the cart as he's saying this. He's like, Stoat's our resident animal expert. I don't know if you know that. Stoat and MJ that pees in a pod with horses.
I'm hungry. I'm going to go inside and get food.
But wait. Before you go, the horses, they can't open the door, right?
I've never seen a horse open a door, but I've seen a lot of horses get out of the barn or out of the barn. You know what I mean? Like I had to
Like by
Horses.
accident.
like you wake up one morning to go feed the horses and they're not there. That's happened like before.
Where the hell did they go?
Well, I don't.
They're just
They
loose on the
get
floor.
out. I don't know how they get out because, like, if they open the door, if someone else, but they definitely can get out.
Stoat, I got a question. Is it because you
Yeah.
forgot to lock the door the night before? Because it sounds like that might be the problem.
No. No.
Stoat, you go get something to eat.
Go get something to eat.
right.
As soon as she gets out of the cart, I'm gonna be making sure that the back of this cart is like fucking shut.
Yeah. You like without Thomas saying anything when you first arrive, the cart looked exactly as you left it. The front is open. The back though of the cart, like where the canopy falls down and there's like the drapes, those are still shut up.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know that the back of the cart is closed.
Yeah. Do you
All
think
right.
it's safer in the front or the back?
Safer?
Well, like so like say these horses, and then they like come in here and they're like ready to go. Where do you think that they would least likely? Where are they least likely to like,
To get
in?
you. All right. I'm starting to put it together. You're concerned about the horses assaulting you.
I'm not concerned.
I've seen what you do with the bow and arrow. The horses are probably not a problem, right? Okay, but here's the deal. I haven't known many horses to eat the flesh of people, right? I don't think it's good food for them. They don't have the sharp teeth. They've got all the flat ones, which means generally speaking, they just eat like grass, right? However, if a horse were to try to come at you, I think being in the back of the cart, you're fine. That canvas is good enough.
I'm going to sit here. I don't know. I just feel like horses, they've got big heads. There could be a lot going on in there that we don't know about.
Horses do have big heads. That's absolutely true. I didn't think about it like that. That probably means their brain's big too, huh? Fuck. I didn't put this together. I'm gonna get in the back with you if that's okay. Compton just starts climbing in the back of the wagon. It's fine back here. I'm sure. Look, it's not a problem. Seize the Day's got our ass, right? We're fine. It's fine. We named them.
What if they don't like?
And as the discussion of the intelligence and viciousness of the horse continues, we'll go over to Craig, who is currently approaching the blacksmiths at Carlar's.
I'm sorry, it took me a second to recover from that.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk right on up to the door and give it a good old knock.
Well, as you approach the blacksmith, if you remember correctly, when Raina and Stoat were scoping out the blacksmith, you know that his actual forge where he does his work is in a small lean-to just outside of the main building of the shop. So as you approach, you hear the clinging and clanging of the iron on the iron on the anvil, and you see Carlar out there working at his forge, now fully lit. The fire's pluming, the black smoke and full ablaze, full plumage out of the top of the smokestack, and he's sitting there working on his anvil on a hot piece of steel.
Craig is very tired. He's gonna knock on the door. Just real fucking loud.
Yeah. As you are doing there, it takes a couple large bashes, but as you are bashing in between the rhythm of him banging on his steel, he turns around. Oh yeah. Oh, there you are, boyo. Nice to see you again. Hey, you have time to check out your horses and such?
No, but hey, speaking of the horses, actually, tomorrow morning, if you could pop in there again, I don't know how this happened. Damn things multiply. We got another horse, another wagon in there.
Oh, all right. Yeah, you must have. Did you pick up a new one in town?
Hey man, I left town for a little bit, go for a walk, came back. Goddamn, another horse in there. Hitched up with the wagon and everything. I don't fucking know what happened.
All right,
Horses
same.
are mysterious creatures.
Oh, all right, same as last time. New hooves, and you're looking to. You said a cart too, or just a horse?
Yeah, might as well do the wagon while we're there. You know?
All right, enforce the wheel, everything like that. No problem, no problem.
Nice.
Are one of your other traveling companions? They're going to be covering that cost because you already paid me for the platinum rings, which he points over to the side. Those are all finished up for you.
Oh, I'm damn. That's pretty quick.
You said you didn't want them fancy. You just wanted them to be rings. So all it was just melting down the platinum, putting them in a mold, and then polishing them up. Very simple. Nothing special at all.
You're a master craftsman. Thank you for that. I'll cover it. I actually did need to talk to you about a couple more things. Nothing big, just a couple of things.
Yeah. Well, no problem.
So I need oh hey, and he like pats his arm.
Yeah.
Do you get anything figured out for that, or?
Well, no, I have a simplistic design here. All I was going to do is I need to take your arm. We're going to lay it down on a piece of parchment. Going to draw it out. I'm going to need about 3 different motions just to see how the joints, like your arm bends and everything like that. Then we can sit you out. You said you just wanted it simplistic, right?
Yeah, something real. No offense, but I got a fellow that can do any sort of fancy engravings that I'm wanting. Not that I'm wanting any right now.
That's fine. It's simplistic. It's whatever the customer wants. Yeah, no problem. Simple copper design. We're mostly looking to make a sleeve right on it. So easy to craft that up. Like I said, though, it's just going to be probably about 2 days or so. Use today to finish it up. So probably about another day and a half to finish that off. And then, re-equipping the horses.
All right, I'd love to hear that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. Honestly, it'll be good for me. Keep me busy for a while. Keep my mind off of all the madness in town recently.
Yeah, it's a terrible business.
Terrible. Really is. But yeah, just let me go. I'll head inside. If you want to come in with me, we'll go inside. We'll get a quick draw up of your arm so I know the dimensions of everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd lead the way.
What arm are you going to give him? Are you going to give him the one that is still completely covered in your robe, or the one that's a little bit still past job?
I think that for Craig, it makes more sense to give him the arm that's being covered, so his left arm. But he is still, like, he's not, like, removing his robes or anything.
Okay.
Because everything, it's best you get the measurements, because I'm not, it's going on overall this. I'm not.
All right. Do you mind pulling it tight, just around it? Like, just wrapping it up a bit?
Yeah, I can do that. And he will, like, kind of turn around and readjust the wrappings.
All right, roll me a D100. Don't get above a 90.
Could you just say that again for me?
Roll me a
Just for the
D100.
class?
Just roll me a D100. Don't get above a 90.
Okay, so you understand that when I do inevitably get above a 90, which will be the only time I ever roll above a 90 on a D100, I'm going to be very upset.
Yeah, that's the point, I thought. I think he did that intentionally.
That's so good.
Please tell me it's a 91. Just a 91. Tell me it's a 91.
I don't like this.
I've literally never... I despite the fact that it is in the name of the die, I didn't know that was possible. That is a 100.
Not only above a 90, but the most you can get.
I have rolled a 1 before. I've never rolled a 100.
Talk about a moment of success.
Woohoo!
I'm proud of you.
Why though? Grim, that's my question. Why though?
Grim has to do some math. Hold on.
No, I didn't figure this out because you roll a 100, right? And a 100 is like a success.
Not if
Well,
above
not if
90.
I'm trying to get below 90.
Yeah, that seems like it's a failure.
I know it's like a super failure, but it's also like a weird punishment for rolling a 100.
I mean, realistically, it's just as likely as any other number.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. It is. So, as you're like wrapping around and moving and like putting the parchment on the paper and just moving everything around, at one point he's moving the pencil and your robe, though you pulled it tight, is still in his way, and he starts to pull up your robe across your arm.
He's immediately pulling his arm away.
Okay. All right. So as you pull it up, I'm going to have him roll a perception check. All right. He goes, he grabs, he's about to roll up your sleeve. As he's rolling up your sleeves, you immediately pull it away. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. So sorry. Did you hurt your wrist or anything like that?
Yeah. It's a whole thing. I'm sorry. I was zoned out. You touching me made me. I'm a little jumpy, and he will just properly wrap his arm again.
All right.
Just
All right.
he will look at it when he lays it down on the page and make sure that there's nothing in his way, so he won't fucking do that again.
And he's real cautious this time as he goes around. He's like, all right, that's good enough. That's good enough. I got 2 movements. It'll be fine. And he kind of like gives you a little bit of an odd look for a moment, but he goes back to his work. He's like, sorry, I didn't mean to. If I bumped you wrong or anything like that, I apologize.
I'm just sore. It's like I said, it's been a day.
It's been a day. I was a little thrown off. Usually I'm a bit more gentle than that. I really apologize. But honestly, that's everything I need from you. Like I said, if you give me about a day and a half, I can have something up. But it's going to be simplistic, but it'll be very functional. I think you'll like it once it's all said and done.
That's great. Now, there were 2 more things. It's one more thing and a couple more things are little things. It's not. I have trouble with distances. Like, I mean, look at me, right? I'm a fella that has to hit stuff on occasion.
Yeah,
right?
So you need a spear to close the distance.
Well, a spear. I hadn't thought about a spear.
Yeah, for people who like need to hit things at a different distance, I get it. Yeah, because you look like a guy who's real up close. Like I arm wrestled you, right? I know you got some strength there, boy. So I imagine you're up real close and personal when fighting, right?
Yeah. Okay. So it's 3 things now, actually. So a spear. Jot that one down. You're a real smart man, Carlar. But it was more that I have trouble seeing.
Oh yeah. I've known a couple people in my time who've had that problem up there. Yeah, the larger capitals and stuff like that, you can usually they're the ones who they got people who can make glass and everything like that. Usually can make those glasses type things.
Well, I heard from a fella here in town that you can do that. And I understand you're a craftsman, and I also understand that it's not bound to be cheap, but the little fella down at Sultry Apple, Joffy, I think.
Oh,
he's got a name and a half, that boy. But
Joffy. Joffy. I remember making them spectacles for him a while back. Something like that though, making the glass, being all refined and everything. That type of job there, that's gonna be quite the job. I need to make sure everything works right. Probably at least 4 days to get something all remedied up like that for you.
but
glass is
you
not a
can do
fine.
it, right?
Yeah, I can do that, something like that for you. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna get back to my compatriots. I'm trying to figure out how long I want to stick around in town for. But if they're open to staying 4 more days, I would like to continue this discussion.
All right. Well, that was one thing.
Well, the spear was the new 3rd thing, and the 2nd thing, there was a bunch of smaller things. Is I just need some tools, and you seem like a fella that has a whole bunch of tools.
What type of tools are you looking for?
Well, I need I need a cable saw and probably a couple of files, something coarse to find,
Yeah, I got some older tools back there. I could, you know what? If you're just looking for the saw and a couple of files on there, yeah. By the time we do the glasses, a spear, you're already paid up for your arms and your rings. I don't know who's going to be paying for all the horses, but I'll let you deal with that
How
afterwards.
much is that? I can just pay for that right now. That's
Well,
not
with
a
the
problem.
new horse, it's going to be 3 gold pieces overall for all that stuff.
Okay, yeah. No, I can just, and he'll pull out 3 gold
Okay.
and just sit on the counter.
All right, so that covers you for the new horse and the last 2. That's all said and done. Yeah, the glasses though, that there is what's going to cost you. That's going to be just about 125 gold pieces just for the glasses.
Okay, well, here, like I said, I'm gonna get back to my friends, talk to them about that. But if they're open to it, I can sort that out for you.
No problem, no problem. And the spear, simple enough. That one there's gonna. If you're just looking for just a standard run of the mill, like the guardsman spears, that's gonna run you about 1 gold piece.
Okay, yeah, no, I can do that. He'll throw another gold piece on the counter.
Nice. You got a whole bucket of them over there. Pick whatever one feels right to you.
Thank you very much. I do believe that is everything. How much you could? I'm just looking for some tools. You know, they don't need to be special or nothing. I'll take whatever you
Nice.
can pass along.
Give me a quick second. I'll run out back, see what I got that's still well usable, but I don't use them much anymore. Be right back.
Yeah, thank you. And he's gonna go look at the spears, and he's gonna pick the most busted, shitty-looking spear in the bucket.
Okay, no problem. Easy enough. As
Like,
you're doing
I
that,
want with a bunch of dings and rust, and yeah, I want it to be a terrible. I don't know if there's going to be anything rusty in there, but the one
there
that looks
won't be
most beat
anything rusty, but you will find ones that like the blade looks a little bit warped, like it was maybe like tempered for too long, as like has that weird bow in it.
Perfect.
Yeah, you're able to find that. And as he's looking out back, we'll jump over to Stoat as you enter into the tavern.
Looking specifically to see where Lunadrim and Ophelia are.
Ophelia, as you enter in, you see Lunadrim is behind the bar, just sitting there wiping down the counter. Looks like she's made herself up something to drink, and as you walk in, she looks up. Oh, hi, dear. Pleasure to see you again, Stoat. You're looking a little bit cleaner than last time I saw you.
Plays with the little braids. Hi.
Hi.
Did Ophelia make it back?
Yeah, she did. She's downstairs currently. Yeah. What do you need her for something?
I was just curious. She's making dinner tonight.
I'll be taking care of dinner tonight on there. Which you know what, the usual time we serve past, but with everything that's going on, it's understandable. Can you give me another half an hour, 40 minutes, and I'll make sure to have some stew and stuff up ready to go.
Oh, it can wait too. Does Stoke get an impression that there's something wrong right now?
You can roll me an insight check.
Ooh. Okay, insight. 20, dirty.
Lunadrim usually has a very personable attitude. Tries to be very caring, never showing any of the cracks to her customers. She seems mentally in 2 places right now. She's trying to be courteous towards her customer at the moment, but she seems very, very distracted and a little down right now. And with the dirty 20, every time she brings up, like, you speak about Ophelia, you can see that little twinge in the face of like almost like when someone gets hurt just a little bit.
It's really no problem. Actually, I was wondering if we could get some coffee, or if I could brew it myself. I could try.
I no, you're the customer. You're the customer still on there. I'll make up a new pot. That's no problem whatsoever. That's easy. You sit down by the fire if you want. It's starting to get late. Cold is coming in. I know you don't like to be cold, so I'll actually start up the fire and we'll put a new pot on top. And It'll be ready real quick.
I'm.
What is it, dear? What can I help you with?
Well, I
Anything.
know my friends. They're outside and they're busy in the. Can I just get coffee to go, and I'll bring back the cups later. Just 2.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. No, sorry. Yeah. I'll make that real quick. And can you remind Compton? He has one of my cups. Whenever he could bring it back, that'd be.
Okay. Listen, you two. Stowe has no idea. I'll make sure. That's
Yeah.
really yeah.
Yeah.
You have my word and my dagger's word.
All right, dear. No problem. So I'll get started on the coffee real quick. And then I'll start on the stew right after that. And whenever you and your friends are done with their business outside, it should be ready for you all afterwards. Yeah. So I'll be right back. And she heads to the back.
Stowe, don't have to. Stowe wants to. Stowe recognize that she's upset, so she's gonna follow her back in the back. She's like, can I just help? Let me help.
Oh, okay, no problem. And she just starts building up starts building up the fire inside of this little stone, like in the stone oven. And then if you could just fill up the kettle with the water, then we can get it boiling and everything like that. I already have the grounds all done, and yeah, you two can go through the process of making up the coffee.
Okay.
Anything you want to do or say while you two do this?
Just. She recognizes that Lunadrim's upset. She has an idea that there's kind of this weird atmosphere in the town, and Lunadrim has always been nice. So she's just wanting to help. That's it.
Yeah. You go through it, and really the only thing she talks is she just makes out chatter. How long do you and your friends, well, your new friends, how long are you moving on with them, or are you going somewhere else after this? Or yourself?
Stowe doesn't say anything because at this point, like, she's still feeling nervous about everything that's happened, and I'm hoping we'll be able to figure it out soon.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, open invitation to stay until more customers come. And just let me know if I have free rooms or not. And she'll finish up the coffee and she'll pour you a couple cups and go give you a little tray and go here. Hopefully they enjoy it. Milk and sugar, right on the plate.
Thank you. Say hi to Ophelia for us.
Yeah. Yeah, I will. I'll let her know.
Tote walks up to the barn.
All right, back to the horse whispers.
Right. So, look, I just don't tell you heard about the house, right? The hell house we went to full of. I died there to a door. Unsurprisingly. Look. So we got this journal and these letters, and I did a quick glance at them, but not good enough. Things have been busy, but we got to read that. And we got this new book for our friend Durant. You know what? Maybe Durant will pick you up since the other 2 folks that we had with us is gone. Right? We probably should tell you about them some other time, or maybe not, because one of them dead and the other one just could be dead, and that's fine too. Do you know your letters?
Yeah.
Okay, just not everybody still don't know her letters. So it's just a good question to ask, you know?
Yeah, no, I'm proficient at reading and comprehension.
You used a big word with a small word, so I know you know what she's talking about. All right, so here's the deal. Which one you want first? You don't have to read none of them. I'm just trying to make sure you're included if you won't be.
I mean, I could if you want help, I can absolutely read. Raina is kind of like keeping an eye on the open part of the cart.
And Compton reaches out and does, no, look, see, I know what you're doing, right? That's why I'm trying to distract you with the letters. I'm trying to give you something else to put your mind to, because the horses, they ain't leaving. And if you're going to hang out here, the horse is going to be here too, so you might as well focus on something else.
Yeah. You know, you're right.
Yeah.
I'll take what? Which one are you more, like, excited to read?
That's the wrong question for the wrong person. Look, I'm excited for all of it, right? Because there's knowledge here. And anytime you can put a nugget in all... I'm sorry. I can't do it. No, we got to go. Okay, we got to... Fuck! You know what? That boy Thomas probably fed them. They're fine. How much do horses need? We'll deal with that later. Look, I'm excited for all of it.
As soon as they start making a noise, Raina's got like a fucking death grip on Compton's wrist. Like,
okay, so here's the thing about this. It's okay. And he's going to pat your hand. No. Seriously, though, it's all right. I was giving you a little bit of a hard time earlier. The horses, they're cool. They're domesticated. They're not going to be a problem. They might bite at you. And it does hurt a bit, but generally, don't break the skin. You're going to be okay.
Is that how you lost those other two?
No. Okay, maybe you didn't know. One of them died to old age because... Look, she was falling asleep standing up. It was her time to go a while ago. She was holding on. The second one, he was, the town called him a horny fella, and that's probably the most apt description. You don't need to know much more about it. He tried to accost somebody here, and he has some trouble with the law. And as you know, we're the law now, so I guess that's trouble with us.
Okay. Okay, just give me a book. Just give me a book. I'll read it.
Okay, cool. I'm going to hand over the journal. So you'll have the journal to read. And then Compton is not going to start with the letters. He's going to grab the tome that we got, the Padea's, the Book of Padea or whatever. And he's not trying to read it full out. I'm going to first and foremost ritually cast Identify on it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to burn my use of my class feat and do it in an action instead of a 10-minute.
Yep.
So problem. Compton will pull his book out of existence, and Serena, like just this floating book materializes, kind of like warps in above Compton's hand, not even in Compton's hand, and then settles in it. And then he'll pull the pearl out of like one of his pockets and like start messing with it and do all that jam.
Yeah. So as you're looking at the tome, like this one is just a very old, and as you guys are like getting the books, Stoat, you would be walking into the barn with the coffee and tea already. As you guys settle in, and as you're looking at the tome, it's a very old leather tome. The leather is so old that it has started to crack at points, but still been very well managed, that it is very well still put together. You see embozzled in it looks like over time has worn out, but this golden filigree, the children of Padea, is written on the top, and then where it has like the children of and then the name Padea at the bottom, you see this ornate crystal in the cover of the book. And as you ritually cast Identify on it, though the book doesn't pop up with any like magical effects or like any like when you're identifying like an item that has a magical effect, you do see the book is radiating illusionary magic.
Illusionary.
Yep.
Am I close in thinking that an Arcana check might give me some insight as to what that illusion magic is for? Because sure. and just to feed it, Compton's first thought is maybe this book isn't this book, right? Like it is a very, very powerful book, but it was printed under the guise of something else or
you
something.
Can see and I will tell you, like, when you're seeing the magic, when you're looking at it, right? And are you like moving around as you're like examining it?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So when it's closed, like the illuminator magic is like seeping out of it. When you open the book, the pages are what are like glowing the illusionary magic. When you close the book, the cover does not have any type of illusionary magic on it, besides where you see that there is a transmutation magic where the crystal is.
Oh. Okay, so the crystal's giving off an entirely different school of magic. Okay, cool. Yeah. Compton's going to try to like rack his brain as to like
Yep. You can remove your crown.
Like effectively, and I guess this is Rob's thought too, is the text on the page is not the text that's on the page. That's just to fool whoever pulls this book off a shelf, right? Yeah.
With an 18, yeah. You already kind of guessed it. With an 18, you know that sometimes either wizards or people who during war times are sending letters, they can make it look like the text is saying one thing, but to someone with a very keen arcane eye and magical knowledge are able to rearrange letters to show what the actual script is supposed to be. And with an 18, you would know someone who is writing a book with this intention could be casting the magic the whole time they are writing the book, so that a book of this magnitude with illusionary script, you could assume that this book was not altered after the fact, but was being written with this at the same time. So whoever did this purposely.
Is it also safe to assume that with that level of thought in advance, that dispelling magic wouldn't...
Not on that. This is a constant effect.
That's what I thought. Okay, so this isn't something that can just be wiped away. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
If Raina's noticing, Compton has like retrieved from fucking who knows where this toothbrush, and he's just chewing on it while he's reading the book. He's like, all right, so look.
A toothbrush, you said?
Yeah, a toothbrush. Look, this book full. It's just magic. The whole thing is just like covered up in magic. Whoever wrote this thing was trying to. Can you see it?
The map. I mean, I can see the book.
No, the magic. Stowe, do you see the magic?
Coffee.
Coffee?
Oh, thank you. How thoughtful. Thank you.
So come in before the horse bites you. The horse ain't gonna bite you. I'm sorry, Rana. That's on me. The horse ain't gonna bite you. We were having a goof.
I apologize to
Don't
him.
do that.
You
Look,
made him angry.
To be fair, here's the thing. Don't worry about the bite. Worry about the kick. Never stand behind the horse. Right?
But
You gotta touch their butt.
Don't touch the horse's butt unless you're on the side.
You gotta rub their butt when you go behind them.
Yeah, as you're approaching the back. Yeah, so they know you're there.
Yeah.
I don't plan on being close enough to be rubbing any horse's butt. Let's be perfectly clear.
As the talks of rubbing horses' butts and reading journals are done, Craig, you're just grabbing out the crappiest spear you can find, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. As you're searching through, you like I said, you find one with a little bit of the warped blade. The metal work though is all right. It's more the shaft, like where the wooden shaft is. That's more splintered and a little like hasn't been treated well. Carlar comes over. Oh yeah, hey, here you go. I got it here. Actually, because you're spending a good amount of money, real helpful. I appreciate it. Actually, full set of files. I got a coarse to fine, medium, grade on here. So whatever you need to do that way. It also help maintain any of those rough edges of the copper that might get digged up and cracked up over time. Unless your magic friend can mend it up for you, as he says, then that's fine. And here's a saw of some kind. Did you? You never said was it just a wood saw you needed?
Table saw, something
Okay.
something fine, something small.
Yeah, no problem. Yep. Hey, easy here. No problem. Put him in nice, and he gives you like this little like leather wrap that he has all wrapped up inside and hands it towards you.
Ooh, how much are we?
No, that's like I said. You've been between the platinum rings, the sleeve, and everything like that. And especially if you're going to be coming back for all those other items and such, you've been real helpful. This is very easy for me.
If you insist, Mama told me not to dismiss gifts. People take the case and just tuck it into his robes.
No problem. My mom always told me a happy customer is a returning customer.
Yeah, if I ever find myself back in Corston, I can assure you I'll be popping back in.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, so I won't be there tonight, but probably by say 8 tomorrow, I'll be over fixing up the horses.
Yeah, no rush. We're in town for at least another 2 days, so.
Oh, you don't need to worry about it. Thomas will let me in the barn to take care of that.
That's good.
All right. Have a good night.
Yeah, I'll be on my way. See you.
Yeah, so by the time they've been talking, like it was there, you would be arriving back at the barn probably like 3 minutes after the horse shenanigans. But what are you doing, Rena? Like, are you looking through the journal, or were you just being distracted by the horses?
I think, well, yeah. So I think that I will try my best to look through the journal.
Okay, roll me an intelligence or an investigation check, whichever one you have. 16. So, as you're looking through this journal, you're reading it, and it just seems very odd, as in just random entries of a day. Nothing exciting about it. Nothing that would even catch your attention as to why someone would track this on their day-to-day. But the thing that is throwing you off about the journal is the date entries do not make sense. They don't actually match the standard calendar of Wilfrem.
So, I think it probably is some sort of code then?
If you want to assume that, is it safe to assume?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to show it to the other guys in there and be like, look at this. It makes no sense. Do you think it's some sort of cipher or a code for something? I mean, the entries don't even. Why is somebody noting this kind of stuff in a journal? Your life's not that important. No one's going to care about, how many times you went to the bathroom in a day or whatever.
It is the journals left by others that let us know what history has held.
That is true.
This is, look, it doesn't mean anything to you today because you're here right now. But in 200 years, maybe I'm going to be gone, right? But somebody going to find out what had happened. They'll be like, this is what life was like. Maybe it was different then. Besides the point, it's a cipher, you said?
Well, look at the dates in here.
Okay. Like, in a specific order? Point me in a direction, Raina. Compton's going to look at the book.
As soon as she points to the first date, it doesn't make sense.
This don't make sense.
Like, you're looking at it, and it's looking... he brings up the date of Cortus, and then there's a year that would be so far off in the past, and then there's too many days in that month.
I'm saying either this person is just... Either this whole thing is just bananas, or it's some sort of code.
No, this ain't bananas. This is paper. You shouldn't eat it. Okay. Can I... What?
Lousy smart weather.
With that, Craig, you will be arriving back towards the end. So it's up to you what you want to do.
He's going to walk into the barn just to put the spear in their old wagon, just so like it's in a place. Not say a word, or even going so far as to trying to be quiet, so he doesn't interrupt whatever the fuck is going on in the wagon. Hey there, friend. I'll just give a little scratch.
Oh.
All right.
But after that, he is going into the inn proper.
Okay.
He doesn't. He ain't got time for all these fucking books.
He needs
So,
his
do any
glasses.
of you guys say anything as Craig enters, loads stuff off, and starts to just walk away?
You do hear him pet the horse because he stops to do that.
Yeah, do we see him do that, or is it just like...
If Craig's trying to do it without anybody seeing, you can roll stealth check.
Which horse is the one that did that? Is it the one that's hooked to the wagon they're in?
You guys,
If it was a horse that would be within their view, he's not like actively trying to be stealthy. He's just not like announcing himself.
and that's it. Did you guys go into like the loot wagon, or did you guys go into your wagon?
No, I think we went into the loot wagon, right? Yeah.
Okay, then
No,
no, you're
I
not.
see.
You're not going up to the same wagon as them, I assume, right? You're going into your guys' wagon.
He's stashing the spear in their wagon, in our old wagon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But if the horse that made a sound is the horse hooked to their wagon, he's gonna go pet that horse.
No, that would be your horse because that you approach your wagon.
That's sick. So he pets that horse and leaves.
Okay.
If anybody sees him, that's fine. He's not worried about it.
I mean, we definitely hear you open the barn door.
Yeah,
Come
you guys
in.
would
Pet
see
the
him.
horse, yeah. And also he's still wearing scale mail, so you hear the
Clink,
clinking of that.
So that's up to you guys if you guys say anything to him. He looks like he's just keeping to himself.
I like the concept of just sticking my head out of the end of the wagon. Hey, buddy.
Hi there. Just turn around.
Where you going?
Back inside.
We're all hanging out. You want to hang out? We're reading stuff. Still brought
You know,
coffee.
that sounds great, truly. But I'm gonna go inside.
You see Miss Ophelia? Hold on a second. Where'd you go? Where were you?
I went to the blacksmith, went and saw Carlar.
Oh shit! Did you let him know we knew what was going on?
No,
Oh, I would have let him know.
I didn't see the point in that. He's still making stuff for me, so.
True, but maybe that's fine. Okay. You good though?
It just kind of seemed like a decision that I shouldn't be making for everybody. Because, like, if I say, oh, hey, I know, then it. What's that word where it says it without saying it?
Implies.
It implies that everybody else knows.
Or infers, I suppose. Either way, right? Okay, I get it. Did you get something to eat? You hungry?
I figured I was going to do that when I go inside there.
Actually, Ophelia wasn't there when I went inside. And it was Luna Drim that made the coffees, and she seemed really down.
Well, yeah, I guess in that case, I'm going to go talk to Miss Lunadram.
Oh, hold on a second. We just gonna gloss over the fact that Miss Ophelia wasn't there making no food, and that Luna Dram seemed
Ophelia-
down about it.
She said Ophelia was downstairs.
How close are we to the inn?
Like right on it.
You guys are like right across the courtyard of it.
Less
So,
than 100.
like-
Less than
Oh,
100.
100%.
Oh, cool. Hey, what the fuck's going on with you? A messenger. Just straight to
Ophelia?
Ophelia, yeah.
I'm just working on some things, dear.
Stoke says Luna Drim seems sad.
I'm dealing with that.
She's dealing with it, y'all. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm going to go inside now. Y'all have fun with your books and whatnot. Hey, actually, before I go, anything interesting in there?
Which one?
He points to the wagon that you're all in. We didn't look through it, and honestly, I'm still kind of not worried about it, but I was just curious because you did find the book in there, right?
No, we had the book. We got the book. Stoat had the book. She put it in the bag earlier. We got a lot of money. Interesting thing, though, our captive, he not here no more. It sounded like Orsic come and took him.
But wasn't that the plan?
Yeah. No, I'm just letting you know. That's the interesting bit.
Yeah,
He ain't here.
That's good. It'd be. I'd be more worried if it was.
I do need you to do me a favor, though.
Yeah?
We got 2 more horses need naming. Just think about it when you's eating. That's all I'm saying. I'm busy reading the book.
We only got. What do you mean there's 2 more? We only got 1 horse.
No, because look, this one sees the day. That one's better luck next time. We didn't name the 3rd one.
Oh, fuck. We forgot about.
Yeah.
Oh, hell.
And then we got the new one. So that's 2.
2. Yeah, no, I can count. Okay, well, I'm going to be thinking on that. I'm going to try and get some food.
And some sleep.
Man, I hope there's food. Yeah, sleep, but we'll get to it. But good night, everybody. He kind of like leans over and tries and look past Compton, knowing full well that he wouldn't be able to see them anyways.
Good night.
Let's see y'all in the morning, I guess. And he's just gonna leave.
All right. What are the rest of you all doing in the barn?
I think that Raina is going to give Compton the journal and be like, you see, it's like, this makes no sense. You see, do you think you can figure out the thing?
I mean, I can try. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to try. Of course. No, I can figure this out. Sure. Compton will just look at the journal.
Because Raina would like to figure out, or I don't know, because we haven't looked through the rest of this stuff, right? So I want to start looking through the sacks or whatever.
Okay. You start looking through the papers, so both of you guys can roll me an intelligence check as you're doing your respective things. And Stoat, what are you doing in the barn with the coffee and the tea and petting horse bums?
Is there still that children's book around? Like, as in the bag, you know how like with the decoy book?
Yeah. I got the title right here. Just give me a second. Yeah, The King Without a Conscience. Yep, that children's book is still there.
So would pull that out and pretend that she's helping.
No problem. Roll me an intelligence check.
Natural 20 for a 19.
Hey.
You just learned, Stoat, stealing is wrong from the peasants. As the great king without a conscience, the people actually revolted and took down the hierarchy of his kingdom when he stopped giving the people the food that they worked so hard to produce. At the end of the day, the king without a conscience learned that he was wrong as he was beheaded.
Stoat's looking around the cart at all the plundered loot that belongs, she knows full well has been stolen. It's just like, oh no, we shouldn't have this. She's becoming very aware that everything in here is stolen.
All right. So, Raina, you are looking through the stacks of papers, and you see that these are letters between 3 different people. First, you see that the letters are being sent from a woman called Gilly Hardhelm.
What's her name?
Gilly Hardhelm. I'll type it out into the chat for you.
Okay.
And at first, the recipient of the letter, as she writes to her, it seems to be her loving brother, Amor Hardhelm. The letters are mostly talking about how It's just at first it starts as just generalized letters of back and forth conversations with the brother of how his studies are going at the academy. He was sad to hear that he was kicked out of the academy. Was happy to hear that he found new funding. And then with your intelligence check, you see that the letters come a little, once again, titles and the dates don't match up. But the last letter that was sent between these recipients is, I received the book, The Crimson Ode. And after it was verified that the book, The Crimson Ode, was received, that's when even these letters start to get all messed up. And every so often, the letters are all messed up the same as the journal, but then they continue on there. As the loving letters between the brother and sister, and sooner or later, the letters from the sister get a little more worrisome. And as the letters go on, the letters are no longer coming from an Amor Hardhelm. They're coming from a Lofar Thungren. Help if I could spell the last name right.
I mean, if you're not going to spell it right, then there's no hope for the rest of us.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's what you mostly get from all the letters. And with your 13 Compton right here, if it is some type of cipher without the key for it, you can't get anywhere with this unless you have time to sit and work on this for days to try and figure out where the pattern is without the key. It's going to be really hard to do, but it's doable, but will take time.
Raina is going to point out the similar inconsistencies in the letters.
But that don't start until, like, it's not inconsistent in the dates until a point, right?
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Like I said, the letters are normal, and then the last letter before they all start to get messed up is talking about just general chit chat between the brother and sister, some special type of request, and that she finally got the book, The Crimson Ode.
Okay.
And after that, then the letters get all mumble jumbled for the most part, and then there's letters that are just normal every once in a while.
Does the Crimson Ode sound familiar to me?
You can roll me a history check. Yeah, with the 15, it's just a standard romance novel that can be found in most cities that have like bookstores or libraries. It's an easy one to find off the shelf.
And that's when the dates start getting funky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look, I'm gonna put this one out there. We need a key for the cipher, right? I can't figure this out. I mean, I could. It's just going to take a lot of time. But I almost guarantee the key's in this book. Because this book gets mentioned and then stuff starts getting weird. Right? And that means they're probably using the book as the key to the cipher. Well, it could not be true, but it could be true. Did MJ say that Miss Ophelia had a bunch of books? I know that I had that conversation with Miss Luna Drim. I wonder if she might have this one. Pull the copper down. I know you're busy working. You got the Crimson Ode to Ophelia.
Sadly, no, I can't say I have that one. You could ask Mia in town at the general store in the morning. She has, like I said, she usually has general assortments of books that get dropped off from travelers. She may have it.
All right. Okay, thank you. Sorry. Enjoy your evening. Craig is hungry. Craig is hungry.
I smell stew upstairs. And as she says that, Craig, you walk in the front door. And Luna Drim is there, and looks like she is tending a pot over the hearth.
Gotta say, first off, that's fucked up.
Selling you out.
Yeah. Oh, hey there, Miss Luna Drim. Hi.
Oh, hi, Craig. Happy to see you back. Did you run into your other companions?
Briefly, yeah.
Oh, all right. Stoat said something about talking about knowing if you were all leaving, or not in the next little while. Do you have any information on that?
We're in town at least next 2 days.
Ah, okay, no problem. All right. I just actually I'm finishing this up here. Probably about 10 more minutes, and the stew should be done if you're hungry.
What's in it, if you don't mind my asking?
Oh, yes. I can go make you something different. Yeah, I sorry.
You don't
I
have to.
remember.
I'll live. I got food. It's not a problem. I'm not gonna make you go out your way for me.
No, I'll make sure to take care of this. Y- I remember Joffrey telling me something about this. I can make up new potato skins pretty easily. I'll just have to get one of Ophelia's recipes. But yeah, anything else I can do for you? The rooms have all been cleaned, all turned down. You should be good to go again. Anything else I can do? I'll get you something else to eat.
I I realize that it isn't my place. But all the same, I'm still gonna do it. You doing all right?
It's just it's been a lot today. With the town of the chief, well, the word of the chief. Um, a lot of things are been coming to light recently, and I just a lot to process today. So I apologize if it's altering my demeanor, and I hope you're still enjoying your stay. But it's a lot today, but that shouldn't. I was trying not to have it harm the way I present myself, but it seems it's noticeable.
You don't need to apologize for feeling any kind of way about anything, really. Sometimes folks can't control how they feel. And sometimes that comes out in ways that we can't really handle. There's no shame in that.
Yes, you're right. Honestly, kind of like does a big sigh. Honestly, I'm just going to do the best I can today, and later in the evening when everybody has settled down and calmed down, I'm probably going to go and let off a little bit of steam the best I can to try and just get a little back into normal.
Were you close to the mayor?
Before I left, yeah, he was friends of my parents long ago. When I knew him, he was a very good man. I knew things were different when I got back into town a couple of years ago. Things seemed different, but I thought it was still the same town. And after I heard about that, it's hard to believe, to say.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. My condolences, then.
Oh, I appreciate it, but it's thank you. But I'll go take care of that. Anything else?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna keep rolling with. You know that I know it isn't my place, but all the same, I'm gonna keep doing it. Is there anything else that's weighing on you? Because that was a lot. Yeah, but we live in very uncertain times.
Roll me a persuasion check with advantage.
It's not going to help, I don't think, because persuasion bad. But let's see. Like it could be a lot worse. It's a 16 plus.
Oh, this is good.
Let's do math. 2, so 18.
She looks at you. Well, me and Ophelia had the start of the discussion. And I always knew something was odd about it. Some could say a little too good to be true, but it's discussion that me and her have to have further. I don't know how to feel at the moment.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to talk it out, I'm here for that. I'm not gonna make you, but I've interacted with Ophelia just a little bit, but I can tell you without any kind of doubt that she cares for you a great deal, and anything she might have done, I'm sure she did with you in mind.
She looks off to the side and looks back at you. Well, I have to say, I appreciate that, Craig. You know what? Hey, you said it's been a long day for you as well, right?
It has been, yes.
What are you doing? Say 10ish or so.
What time is it right now?
She kind of like looks up on the wall. It's a little bit after 8:30 or so.
Yeah, I figure nothing really. I need to take a nap, but I figure I only need about an hour for that. So,
Well, if you're up, I'll be sitting down at the tables, and if you're up for it, I want to show you something. Like you said, if you've had a hard day, kind of looks you up and down. You might get used to it as well. And she sees you with your hammer. Bring that.
yeah, if you insist, sure. Yeah, I'll be down.
And as like there's this awkward moment, it's like a silence between you both, it's not knowing the conversation. This door swings open. All right. I'm sorry. I'm late, Luna Drib. Oh, the sultry apple was packed today. Drinks after drinks after drinks after drinks. Just it's no excuse. I'm sorry. I will get to work right away. Hey, Craig. Nice to see you again. What can I get you? Do you want this? Do you want another one? You want a hard one?
I think I'm good, Joffy. Hey, weird question. I know. How much Carl charge you for them mighty fine glasses of yours? Thinking about getting me a pair.
These was hey. You know what? He always liked the drinks I made him so much. He did them free of charge for me. Friends and family discount. He said.
Of course he did.
He said like I asked. He was talking about it. Gave it to me like that. Probably no later than like a couple hours.
Of course he did. He's a mighty fine craftsman. I'm sure he works quick. I need to get me being friends with him because that seems like something that's good.
Yeah, it's the finest thing I've ever seen of craft. Love him. Kind of like does a hoo-hoo with his glasses and walks back behind the bar.
Absolutely incredible. Well, it was nice catching up with you, Miss Lunadrim. I'm gonna go upstairs. I need a nap.
Yeah, and enjoy yourself, Craig. Everything's taken care of. Have a good sleep.
Yep, see you in a bit. And he'll go upstairs and immediately go to sleep. Fully dressed. He needs. I need a short rest real bad.
Okay. Question. When you go to sleep, what's going through your head right now?
I think after that specific conversation, because surprising nobody who had context when Craig was talking about how sometimes our emotions affect us in ways that we can't control. He was trying to convince himself of that, so he's still feeling pretty fucked up about that. But also, he's incredibly sore. So I would say that he's feeling bad.
Okay.
Just generally, I think frustrated is probably the best blanket word.
Okay. Frustrated. All right.
Are you writing that down, though, bud? I gotta ask about that.
So he
What are you
says like
doing?
he's torn between his emotions right now that they can't be controlled, right? Physically feeling bad, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I
And
hope that you're
then
going to be cataloging how everybody else is feeling.
emotionally frustrated,
Yeah.
right?
Let's
Okay,
go
no
with
problem.
that, I guess.
No, it's that I guess is how Craig's feeling right now. We're just frustrated with the situation. Is that more in line?
You write down whatever you'd like, Grim.
No, that's not
I
what
got
I
faith. I
like.
got faith in the process.
The process is what you're feeling right now. Is correct.
Whatever you got from what I just said, that's the case.
Okay, I'll leave it as frustrated. All right, back to the others in the barn. What's going on?
I think that like Raina is looking specifically like for her, just in the off chance that her arrow is in there. But like if not, then like obviously these things belong to the townsfolk, and so she's making like a sort of neat pile of items as she's looking through.
Well, actually, as you guys have been kind of uncovering going through, in fact, that these are not the townspeople's items.
Ah,
Orsic informed the others. You saw with the journal that you found in the blacksmiths on there. These are all not for citizens in the town. These are actually items that have been taken from travelers.
okay. So yeah, she would just be, I think that making taking a mental inventory of it and putting them into some sort of organized,
All right.
pile.
As you look through, you don't see any sign of your amulet. Anybody else? As you see Raina starting to sort through the items.
What's Stout doing?
I think like Stoke just finished her book and she's just like people. So she's probably also examining the gear and she's looking for identification, like anyone's name on stuff.
You'll see a couple things as you're looking through. Same with Raina as you're going through. Every once in a while, you'll have someone who has like for one of like for the shield, the one will have an engraving on back. My dearest Reginald, may this shield forever keep you safe in your travels. Little weird things like that kind of engraved on them in the past, but nothing overall that would give you any idea of how to track down any of these people. A lot of like the gear on here, besides the bastard sword, look to be all gear that you would get from just a general blacksmith or like one of the adventurers guild for people who are starting off.
Maybe we should take this stuff to the crossroads. Because wouldn't it be the adventurers that this all came from?
Wait, what?
I think it wouldn't. If we want to get this stuff back to the people it belongs to, I don't think it would hurt to make like a kind of list and post it up in a place like that where that would get a lot of foot traffic.
I don't like it.
Or and are you missing something? Call us.
That seems also not great. That's no. I don't like that one. Not. Hold on. Wait, we're giving this stuff back. It's a chain of custody. It belongs to us now. We finds it. That's okay. Look, fine. All this money we could do so. Do you know how many spells I could learn? I could make so many magic books.
And that breastplate would look really great on me, I bet.
You know what, Stoke? That would look fantastic on you. See, that's what another great reason to keep it. Honestly, how are we gonna find who owns this? Look here.
I just feel like if someone found what I'm looking for, I'd be super grateful if they'd Try
Hey.
to get it back.
Fair. Now, here's the thing. Somebody finds what you're looking for. Is there anything on there that says, hey, return it to me, Raina, at this location listed?
No.
Oh. Well, shucks. I don't know how they're going to find you then. You see what I'm saying? It's difficult. You got to, if you're not looking for it, then maybe you don't want it so bad. Look, if somebody shows up and they're like, hey, you got my breastplate, we're like, I guess we do. You should probably have it back. You clearly wanted it enough to come find it. We came and got our book.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking not everyone's going to be as competent as we are, and you all are, you know?
I mean, we was the right way to put it. You didn't have to change it after that. You was competent too. You killed that guy on top of the tower. Nobody knew. Then he fell and hit the floor. But that's besides the point. I mean, sure, I just don't know how you want to go about returning this stuff. I don't know if we need, like, if we put up a posting that says, look, we found stuff. Is it yours? It's going to seem a little bit like ransom. That's not a good look. If we put up a posting that says, listed items, people are just going to show up and say, well, that's my breastplate, right?
Oh, that's right. Yes. I mean, it's like if you lost something and you'd have to be able to describe it to be able to get it back. Otherwise, how would we know it was their thing?
Well,
This sounds like a lot of work. What?
Wilson would be able to know. He knew when people were lying.
Wilson's scary.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the concept. What if we got that nice bag? It holds everything, right? We just put all this stuff in the bag. And then if we run into folks, every time we meet somebody new, be like, you lose something? And if it ain't on our list, we don't give it back.
And then it would be like giving them presents, and everyone likes presents.
I
Yeah.
feel good about this.
We'll just deal with it as it comes. Like a modern day St. Nicholas of sorts. Craig knows all about it. It's part of his religion. Look,
And
You guys can roll me a history check on the name Saint Nicholas.
Do we get advantage because it's? No, I'm kidding.
Yes, yeah, you get advantage just because it's hilarious.
I rolled a 6 and a 7. -1.
You never heard of it. You never heard of the Saint Nicholas. Note.
The heck are you talking about? Is it some church? Like the
no,
missionary?
no, Saint Nicholas. He's an elf of old.
Yeah,
Travels
and
around.
he used to put children in front of put toys in front of children's doorsteps, and then he would bribe the parents to leave the house that evening with great and wonderful items. And then when they would go out to get the items under the great giant oak tree at the center of town for all the parents, all the children would be kidnapped. And there was many times throughout history where towns missed all of their children when the great Saint Nicholas took them all with the lure of toys and candy.
Does Raina know this? I hope Raina has this knowledge.
No, Compton doesn't. I'm just stopping him before he goes too far.
We digress. Look, go ahead.
then I guess then we leave it up to fate, right? If we see these people, I mean, if you think about it, I was looking for my thing, and I came across all of you wonderful people, and if people are also looking for their things, they'll come on us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty great.
Yeah. I mean, after they buy me a drink. So here's the thought. What if we just keep the money, though, always? Because that's a lot. Look, it's really hard to tell whose money belonged to who.
Unless
I mean,
they
it's a
know-
service, right?
Unless they have the serial number on the gold, there's no way to know if it's theirs or.
Right. No, absolutely. Okay, so money's ours, and we'll just... we should definitely go talk to a blacksmith. One, to let him know we put a bolt in my chest. That shit fucking sucks. We also got to talk about the number of times magic has saved my life. One, yay magic. Two, I'm worried about my health inside. I don't know if the body's supposed to handle that. I'm not a physician of sorts, but I'm sure it's not 100% right. I know what mending does to canvas, and magical mending to my body might not be great too. I'm still grateful. Do it always. Please don't let me die. But it's just a thought I've been thinking about. I think I need to let Durant know about the book. I know that was a segue of sorts, but it's getting late, so maybe we should do it sooner than later, especially now that I kind of got an idea about it.
I've been thinking about what they said, where the mundane items go to the port and the magic items go to Corain. And I remember the first thing I asked, I think it was Luna, was what was north of here? She said it was Corain.
Yep. That's where the hell tunnel went.
So, I don't know if you guys care, but maybe we can find the seer there. And if we find the seer, then we can make Ophelia not have to be under his control anymore.
And if the magic items go up there, then I would appreciate your help getting finding my arrow.
It's magic?
Yeah.
Is it really your family heirloom?
It was my mother's arrow.
Is your mother still alive?
As far as I know.
Good.
It's a long story, and it's not super interesting. I'll leave it at that.
Well, you don't have to tell it now, but I do really like stories.
Well, let's leave it for a time when we're not all so tired and it's not like great before you rest kind of story.
Well, you're telling me it's a sad story?
Perspective, I guess. It's sad to me.
Well,
That makes me sad already, though.
Okay, I don't want. And that's the other thing, is that I don't want people to be looking at me like, oh, that's sad. Oh, Raina, no. That's why I left, and I'd rather just make my own story, and that's not part of. I don't want that whole thing to be part of who you guys think of me as. I just want to get my arrow, and once I get it back, then that's a closed chapter in my life, and I don't have to think about it anymore.
Maybe we just put a pin in it, right? We'll develop a positive thought about you and then deal with sad stuff, and then that way, kind of like it's an equal side of the scale. Because I think it's important that we understand your struggle. If we gonna help you with it, it's good to know it fully. I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, and I think if you're gonna help me, then I guess it's only fair that you guys know kind of where I'm coming from. Okay, so it was a long time ago now. You guys, elves live for a long time, and so it was a long time ago that this happened. But I was just a little kid, and I guess what you need to know is my mom left. She left me and my dad, and this arrow is the last thing I have. She left it for me under my pillow when the night that she left, and and it's the only thing that I have to think of her by, and I just need to find it. Because what kind of daughter would I be if I just lost something like that?
Jill comes up. She puts her arm on you. We'll get it back. Don't worry.
But don't feel sad for me. You can't. Because I refuse to let you guys, you're my new friends, and I refuse to let you guys feel bad for me.
Well, it might be a little callous. Good word. But you're really cool, and that's really what I think about, is just like how sweet your bow skills are.
Well, thank you. I am cool. I grew up it was like a lot real. I grew up in snow, and that doesn't leave your blood.
You grew up where?
In the mountains. I grew up in the mountains, and there's my grandma always said there's snow in your veins, and my hands don't warm up, see, and I like to put my hand on your arm.
So
thank
as
you.
she says that line, there's snow in your veins. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Come on, baby, let's go. 4.
You all see Stoke just freeze for a moment as this weird, repeat, it just shoots back into your brain for a moment. You don't know why, but those words, there's snow in your veins. You hear a voice, a very soft spoken, "It's okay. It's okay. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. There's snow in your veins, dear. You'll come out. You'll come down the mountain just fine." And you're frozen for a moment.
Oh no.
Are you okay?
She would just sort of flinch away from your cold hands.
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry. That was like.
I'm cool.
I want to be cool. I want us to be cool and good together. We're good. I think we could be a good team. I'm sorry.
No, wait. I gotta go warm up. I feel cold now. She's just gonna awkwardly leave the cart, take the tray and the cups.
Wait, stop. Where are you going? Compton this whole time he stopped listening to this conversation. He's like, "Oh shit, I completely forgot. Elves are not as old as we are. How old is she? Oh shit, how old is she? She can't be that old, can she?" And he's like, he's just fucking falling into a thing. And then when Stoke gets up to leave, he's like, wait, where are you going?
Fire. Gotta go bite.
Wait, you want fire? We got plenty of fire. You want? I mean, no. Okay.
Yes. Stoke runs out of the barn
with the cups.
I've returned my fucking cup by the. Go ahead.
Are you running back to the inn?
Yeah.
As you run away from the barn, those words echoing in your brain as you enter the inn. We'll take a break there.
Yay!